Well, hello guys, welcome to my channel. Yes, in this video, I moved from hell to hellfire. Oh my goodness, my last landlord was an angel compared to this landlord. Oh Lord, lucky me. After my previous landlady evicted me impromptu, I found this place and it was dated. I didn't like it, but I took it because I knew I wasn't going to be there for long. But boy, this house, oh my God, the lady is like over 70-year-old lady. She's so bossy. She wants to tell you how to live in the house, how to arrange the compound, who to hire to work. Can you believe this lady got mad because I had a party at the house, a New Year's party one time, because after the hell I went through the previous year, 2024, I invited few people, close friends, so we can hang out and enjoy ourselves. And this lady had an issue with it. Like, she was in my house every couple of months with one excuse or the other. Oh, I want to fix this, I want to fix that. And every time she's coming, there's an entourage, at least about 3 4 people. She comes in my home, she's walking around. Yes, I know I was not supposed to do that. I know I'm not supposed to do that. Once I rent, she has no right to come. But she's an elderly lady. I have soft spot for kids and old people, and that was my downfall. She took advantage of it. She's walking in there making snacky comments, like as if she, like, I don't know what her problem was, but she drove me crazy. I rented the place through an agent in Cape Coast, and she'll come to my house. She said, "Oh, I want to come fix this and that." And then she'll come, and then I'll be at work. So sometimes my daughter will be home, Noel, and I'll say, "Noel, this person's going to come, blah, blah." And she'll come with that estate planner. Ghana, they call it estate planner, which is like agent. And she'd be mad like that. The wall is dirty or something. I said, "I have kids. I cannot worry about walls. You clean it 1,000 times, they will touch it. They will be running around, and Ghana is dusty. So don't worry about it. Structurally, I haven't destroyed anything. When I move, I'll make sure I paint," which was the agreement. But this lady on your lawn is so dirty. Your lawn is not, look at my lawn in Accra and da 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 da. And this house, I was living here with my medical doctor husband and blah blah blah. And why don't you? And I'm like, excuse you, how I live in this house is none of your business. Why don't you get a maid, and why don't you get a house help? I said, I don't do house help. I don't do house help because it comes with a whole lot of headache. Okay, so when we came, my mom convinced me to move in with her half sister's kid, and I did that, and it didn't turn out good. Like, I raised this child, I called her my daughter, and she betrayed me. She betrayed me with a sugar daddy. And as I'm speaking, she lives with a sugar daddy right here in Cape Coast. If you've been watching my content right after I moved to Ghana, you've seen her in my video. Very quiet, very respectful, very unassuming. Okay? But at the end, she betrayed me. I treated her like my own. Whatever I did for my children, I did for her. I loved her. Of course, you can tell she's not my child because of the way she looks. She has the normal Ghana short hair and whatever. But I can swear that I never mistreated that girl. I never mistreated that girl. I loved her. I treated her like my own. And she still betrayed me at the end of the day. Let me know if you want to know the story, and I can definitely tell you the story, and you will not believe it. Okay, I swore for that girl that it wasn't true. As I'm speaking, she's living in my old apartment. That American sugar daddy basically raised this girl from the time she was 14 when I first moved to Ghana, and she just decided that whatever the sugar daddy was offering her was better than what I was giving her. So she basically planned with her mom and they tricked me. They came up with stories and blah blah blah, and I dropped her off at Page Junction to go to my village because that's where her mom wanted her. Then I said, okay, call me when you get there. She never called me. She had her mom call me the same day and said, oh, your daughter is in the village now. I said, okay. And then 2 weeks later, my friend is like, Amelia, you won't believe who I saw. I said, who? I couldn't even think about it. I said, who? She's like, your cousin. I saw her at the store. I said, what? She's here in Cape Coast? I said, I dropped her off like 2 weeks ago. I gave her transportation. I told her to call me when she gets there. And then she never called, but her mom called and said she's safely in our village and she's here in Cape Coast. She's like, yes. So I started digging, and it turns out the lady was right. Anyways, I digress, okay? That was her decision. Good for her. I wish her well, whatever it is. And by the way, she sees me all the time. She's still in the secondary school. I registered her as my child. She sees me and she doesn't even say hi. We don't know each other. I'm telling you, when I dropped this girl off, I gave her an advice. I told her, take care of yourself. Come to me when you need help. The only time I don't want to see you if you're a bad girl and you go out there and you get pregnant. I wouldn't want to help you raise a child because your mom has 4 girls. As a single mom, your dad is not in the picture. Do not repeat this. This is constant in our family. Generational curses. I spoke to this girl from the bottom of my heart, not knowing, like, the whole time I was giving her this advice, she was probably insulting me in her head, like, who the hell do you think you are? You think I don't want to be rich? I want to be rich too. I'm moving in with my sugar daddy. I'm thinking that's what she was thinking while I was giving her advice. Anyways, so this is the house as I'm moving out. Because of the landlady's headache, I had to move out. And that is why I was in a hurry to get my security post ready so I can move in. I could not live there for another 6 months. I took another 3 months and got my security post ready and moved in. It's 1 bedroom, but my kids and I have peace. This lady drove me nuts. Like a month or 2 before I moved out, I literally stopped talking to the lady. I went no contact. I was only dealing with the real estate agent because when you give them an inch, they take 20. She was disrespecting me left and right, and because she was old enough to be my mother, my grandmother, I gave her the respect, but it always backfired. They are so awful. They, like, once you rent, they think you're nobody. And like, look at this house. Look at this house, very dated. Everything is wooden, and there are termites eating the window sills, eating the window frames, louvers, windows. Like, what the heck? This is the house, and she is driving me crazy. I moved into the house. We moved in. I kept my stuff in the garage. My kids kept my stuff in the garage. I didn't know it had some of my important stuff. The first time it rained, the entire garage flooded. My paperwork to our lands and pictures, stuff, my important document from Canada, all flooded. And of course, in Ghana, when you move out, they expect you to paint and fix whatever you've broken. I literally did not break anything, but this lady walked through just to walk through and say, fix that, fix this, fix that, fix it. Oh, the mosquito net. I'm like, excuse me, why would I be the one to fix the mosquito net? There were holes in it. Fix that, fix that. And I did fix a lot of things because I don't want to argue with her. I was done and over with. I fixed a lot of things. She brought some people from Accra to do plumbing work, and she gave me this ridiculous quote how she paid for hotels because I would not let her workers from Accra sleep in the boys' quarters with my children. Like, what the heck? And then she gets angry. Oh, they're my people. I know them. I don't know them. Why would I allow them to stay in my house with my teenage daughters and my son and my kids? Who the hell? Do I know them? Do I know even somebody that was living in my in the same flat? I trusted him. We talked. When my mom died, he came to my mom's funeral. The day my mom was dying, American guy was the one that drove me to the hospital to get an ambulance because I couldn't function right. I trusted this guy. We were good friends. I'll make shit talk for him because he loved my shit talk. We talk about life in Ghana. And this guy stabbed me in the back by having an affair with my cousin that I was raising right under my nose. Right under my nose. And then the thing is, when my cousin moved in with him, that man was still calling me, pretending like nothing had happened, till I put two and two together. And I knew that, wow, you cannot trust people. You cannot trust people. And these foreigners, whether male or female, mostly male, they come to Ghana and things that they cannot do in the Western world, Canada, US, UK, whatever, they do it here in Ghana because they get away with it. The legal system does not work. Nobody's going to investigate you. Most people will not report you. You just give them some money, you shut them up. Most parents are pushing their daughters on these men because they think that's their ticket to America, Canada, US. So there's a lot of foreigners that are pedophiles right here in Cape Coast, including this man that I'm talking about. They are here committing crimes upon crimes, sleeping around with young, impressionable Ghanaian girls. I'm telling you, if you want a story time, let me. This guy I'm talking about in the neighborhood, the girlfriend from the state was the one who came and caught him cheating with my cousin, and she called me. I told the lady off. I said, get the heck, like my daughter wouldn't do that. And I called that girl my daughter. God forbid, my kids would never do this. I stood up for her. I swore. I told the lady, I don't even want you to talk to her because you're going to traumatize her. She can't do that. She's innocent. She would never do that. I know her. She's my daughter. Not knowing I was being fooled. And all this is not hearsay. The lady sent me evidence. The number, some chats between the guy and my family member. And I know this is not an innocent relationship because some of the conversations, the guy was telling the girl that I was raising that when I hear your voice, Troy responds. If you're an adult, you know what that means. So he's definitely, it's not like, he's like, I want to save her, I want to raise her, like he's telling people. The girl didn't need anything. I took her under my wing. She had whatever she needed. Everything she needed, she had. She wasn't selling for me. She wasn't a house girl. She did chores in the house, but she wasn't like a designated house girl and stuff like that. She was okay. So you can't tell me you were saving her from me. I saved her from her mom and her father, who are not being good parents, and I took her under my wings. I was raising her, trying to give her a better life. So you can't tell me you just took an innocent, naive, like I'm telling you, the girl is 18 when she left, but she is academically, she is like very low. Her IQ is low. She's never had a steady home, so her IQ is low. So anything at all can convince her, and I know she's not capable of making such a decision. But the guy used candy and a phone to win her, and now he has her. He's gonna ruin her life, use her, take advantage of her innocence, and dump her like all the other girls. So Ghana, be careful who you trust, family or not. I thought I knew that man. We are all expats. And the funny thing is, he's telling people that I and my kids, we went back to Canada, and I trust him. I only trust him to look after my cousin. So my cousin is staying with him because I gave them the permission. That's what he's telling the neighborhood, because that flat, everyone there is an expat. So of course they knew that my cousin was staying with me, blah blah blah, and everybody in the neighborhood tells me, and he's walking around telling people that I trusted him to take care of her because I moved back to Canada. And of course that's a lie. And this man was living up there with the security guards, two daughters. They were under 18. There probably one is like maybe 14, 15 there. We were there for like almost 3 years. The whole time the girls stay there, and the security guard knew, their mom knew. So to them it's normal, but I knew in my heart that this guy was doing something with them, and I just can't fathom living my teenagers to live with a grown man in the upstairs there, no wife, nobody's there. Like some men, even with their wives in the house, see what they do with young girls. So what about a grown man that you can leave him with two young girls under 18 for so many years? I knew something was going on, but I never ever thought that it would be too close to my own family and a person I'm living with. So I'm saying all this to say that foreigners, expats who come to Ghana, we need to do better. Do not come here and exploit the young, naive girls. It's gotta stop. It's going on too much. And nobody talks about it. Everybody's pretending like everything is normal. It is not. And I didn't care to talk about it till it happened to me. It happened too close, for me to ignore it. So it is what it is. Do not come here and take advantage of these girls. They are desperate for things. They will do whatever, but you know better. I cannot imagine anybody doing this to my daughter. And the thing is, I raised her from day one, so I know her. I talk to her about these things, how some men can groom you and things. You need to come to me and talk to me. If that girl came to me and told me, Mom, she called me Mom, this man is trying to I would have coached her. I would have told her, do not. He's just trying to take your innocence away. Don't. She just decided to just hide it because she thinks there's something better there. Yes, after a couple of years of living with her, 3 years or so, when she finished JHS 3 and she was going to high school, I called her mom. I said, I've taken your daughter under my wing. I've taken care of her. I've paid for everything. She's starting SS soon. I will want you to help. What are you willing to do to help? I don't know if that is what brought all this for her mom to think, oh my gosh, now we don't have any other choice. And then maybe the girl says, oh, this guy wants to help me so I can move in with him. I don't know what she spoke to her mama, and she obviously had a secret phone that she was talking to her mom on. So she planned everything with her mom. They called me pretending like, oh, I want her back, and she's never been to our village since I picked her up January of 2021. When I picked her, I have a video of her when I picked her up. I looked after her like my own. And she's never stepped a foot except when I went there with her when my mom died, and special occasions like I went there with her. But she's never gone back since they left my home in Cape Coast, and I brought her to Cape Coast. She has no family member here, so her mom and the guy, they planned and did this. So we gotta do better. Don't come here. If you can't come and help build Ghana, don't come and destroy our young girls. Do not do that. It's getting too much. It's time we talk about it. Men, women, you need to do better. This is not acceptable. So anyways, the video is getting too long. Yes, I've cleaned the compound, I've painted, I've paid my water bill, I've done all that, handed over the keys. Thank you, Jesus. I don't have to deal with the landlady anymore, because as I'm making this voice note, I'm in my security post. Okay, small, big, I don't care. I have peace of mind, and that's what matters. Okay, so I know this is a long ranting video, but hey, I needed to talk about it. But I think I've given all the details. The short of it all is, they don't come here with good intention. 90% of them, they come to take advantage of our girls, our young boys, and that is terrible. If you are an expat and you come to Ghana to take advantage of our young girls, be very, very careful, because one day will be a bad day for you. Shame on all the expat people living in Ghana, Cape Coast. Whether you're male, female, you're here in the motherland. And instead of helping, you're here taking advantage of them, using them for your own selfish desire. Shame on you. Deal with your trauma. Don't come to Ghana and cause more trauma. I'm very disappointed in all of you. You're all pedophiles, most of you. If you're a pedophile and you're in Ghana here, shame on you. Enough is enough. Just because you can get away with something doesn't make it right. And you know it's wrong. You know it's so wrong. Yet you keep doing it. What are you doing with 20 young ladies here in the same neighborhood? Your girlfriend told me that. Your girlfriend, she showed me evidence of all the nasty things you've been doing since you've been in Ghana. Enough is enough. Stop it. And I'm very disappointed in you. I never expected you to do that. You're still doing, even in your blog yard, you have young girls working there and you're screwing all of them. You are going to get it. You need to stop. Enough is enough. You're a nasty old man. Very nasty and disgusting. So that's it, Mr. Jude. Yes. Anything else you have to say?
Say again?
That's it. I'll hand it over the key.
I appreciate the work here. Everything here is neat.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have your fire. Mind you. So,